20 part of when you fell for a dangerous man and your possessive best friend was obsessed with you. Author point of view. You were sitting in your room when Jimin came in with some fruits. You had taken shower and now your skin was red as you had rubbed it harshly to remove Jungkook's touches. Jimin sat beside you and forwarded you the bowl in which all fruits were cut in equal portion. You look down at the bowl. Yan, I don't want to. Jimin, you should eat fruits to stay healthy. Or do you want me to cook something for you? You shook your head and took the bowl from him. Yan, you are right. I need to be healthy too soon. Gulping down salty water, you stuffed a spoonful of fruits in your mouth. After a few minutes, tears broke the barrier and flowed out. Jimin took the bowl and placed it on the table. He sat down on his knees in front of you. You were sobbing, Jimin. Hey, everything will be fine. He squeezed your hands in his. Jan, I heard Taehyung. I did not mean that. Jimin, I know, and he knows too, don't worry. You wiped away your tears and nodded. Jimin again sat near you, and his eyes caught a mark on your neck. Jimin, Jan, did Jungkook hurt you? Jan, even his existence is hurtful. He gave me a week to think, but what possibly can I think? Taehyung was taking out coffee items from the cabinet. You entered with slow steps. He had not came home all day, and it was midnight now. Jan, where were you? He ignored. You headed to him and took the jar of coffee beans from him. Jan, let me help. His eyes were set on you. Feeling his body heat, you felt safe. You opened the jar with a jerk, and all the beans spread on the counter. You stared at them with parted lips and tightly shut them when Taehyung walked past you. Jan, I am sorry. You mumbled, and his feet halted. Jan, till now whatever you done was for me. You put your life in danger, gave me safe place, and you love me. I am sorry for hurting you. He turned back. Ta, that is okay. He stepped up to him. His eyes were empty. You are lying, he sighed. I cannot take it normal that you are ready to sacrifice your child. Jan, can we not talk about that? Ta, what else is there to talk about, Jan? Mark wants his wife back. Jungkook is helping him. And you? His demeanor was darkening as he raised his voice. Ta, how can you agree to such thing, Jan? How? Jan, then find some other way. You also shouted. You came to sort out things, not to argue. Taking deep breaths, you grabbed his hand. Jan, let's not be at distance, please. You put your head on his chest and he hugged you. How can he stay away from you? Ta, we will find a way, Jan. After 5 days, everyone was gathered in Elijah's office. The news he gave stirred more fear in you. Mark had assembled all vampires. He was preparing an army. Jan, so what is the plan? Ta, we will fight. Grace, that would be suicide. They are even scaring our people to get in line after them. Jimin, then let's hide for now. Elijah, exactly. I had prepared a place for you people. Jungkook said that they will start killing people again. Grace, our teams called a meeting with them. 1 week period is about to over. We are hoping that the king will help us. It was a luxurious house where Elijah sent you for. You had chosen a comfortable room that was upstairs. Taehyung came in with a smile broadened on his face. Ta, I was missing you. He came and laid down beside you. Jan, we stay here all day and you still miss me. Ta, I can never get enough of you. I want you closer to me all the time, every minute, every second. While talking, he had now, Ta, Jan, He tucked a hair strand behind your ear. You hummed, and he leaned. In the middle, he opened, and you stopped. Jan, we don't need it. Why? Jan, I am on. His eyes narrowed. Da, that's why you were taking those tablets earlier. A shadow flickered in your eyes. Jan, yeah. After 2 weeks, you ran down from the stairs and stopped in the lounge. Jimin and James were standing like ghosts, their faces white and bodies stiff. Jan, it started again, the murders. Jimin, 5 in a night. Jan, Jungkook gave me a week. 2 passed over. They are now telling us what can happen if you pose. You felt a body heat engulfing you. Taehyung had stopped near you. Jimin, let's fight. There is no other way. They already outnumbered us. At least we should try. For the next following days, Taehyung and Jimin were people of Empire's army. But they were not stopping. They had many innocent people. Out of rage, you had reached to Elijah's office, demanding help. Elijah, I am doing what is in my league. Jan, please do something and stop them. Elijah, Jan, do you have any idea how dangerous this could be for you to come here? Jan, if it has no other option, then Grace barged in with her breathing uneven. Grace, James, your heart droned. Jan, what about him? Her face was telling that the news is bad. Grace, guards found his body. Taehyung dragged you back to safe house and was now yelling at you for leaving without any protection. What if Jungkook had found you? So what? They killed James. What are you waiting for? You shouted with red eyes. You knew James from your high school. In a moment you lost him and the helplessness that you cannot avenge for him. We are trying. Jan, just let me go. What will we do when they will everyone? He stepped near you. You sobbed on his chest when he hugged you. There should be a way. There must be. His voice laced with stubbornness. You were sure that he will never let you go. You Another week passed. You were trying on Jimin numbers, but he was not picking up. Taehyung was also out from last night. You heard him talking about Jungkook on the phone. You doubted if he was in contact with him. Then you called Taehyung and his phone was switched off. Anxiety started engulfing your heart. Your phone burst in your hand, showing Grace number. You shook your head as you were not ready for another trauma. With trembling hands and a shaking heart, you picked up the call. Jan, hello, Grace. Jan, are you okay? You are home, right? Jan, yes, I am fine. What is it? Grace, something bad is coming. Jan, what happened? Grace, Elijah is missing. Jan, what? I am trying to contact Jimin, but your voice cracked. Grace, Jimin and Taehyung went with teams to find Elijah. Jan, please let me know if you hear from them. Grace, sure. Just don't leave house, no matter what happens. Jan, alright. After an hour, your phone buzzed again. It was Grace. You picked the call on the first ring. Jan, Grace. There was silence for a couple of seconds on the other side. Grace, can you come to company now? Jan, but you said not to leave the house. Grace, it's urgent. You thought for a few seconds and then left. The safe house was out of city and it was going to take a good time to reach company. Your phone rang and your heartbeat raced up when you saw Taehyung's name on it. Stopping the car on the side, you answered the call. Jan, priceless peace spread inside you when you heard his voice. Jan, Taehyung, fear, da, just wait a little, I am coming. His voice heavier, like he was running. I will not let them touch you. We will leave. Jan, I am on my way to company. Grace, Ta, what? Why you left the house, Jan? A shivering sensation ran in your veins. Jan, Ta, Ta, go back right now. Someone knocked on your window pane and you flinched. You looked through glass and a huge shadow was hovering over. Taehyung yelled through phone when you did not answer. Your hand moved in a slow motion as you put down the phone and opened the door. Stepping out, your eyes met with dark orbs. Sweetheart, to be continued. Really sorry for a late update. Thanks for watching and love you all.